Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm going to take you through the acquisitions I made at the Mantic Open Day yesterday. I'll go more in depth with my thoughts on the day in a Vlogwork Orange coming up fairly soon, and also there'll be plenty of highly professional A-list media coverage on the Chilling Wargamers channel, so you can look forward to that as soon as the footage is edited together. Now, as you know, Mantic in general are known for their inexpensive products, and at the Open Day they usually push that onto the next level with various offers and bargain bins and whatnot. And in addition to that, I also had some Mantic points to spend as well. So let's take a look at everything I got for a very small amount of money, shall we? So first things first, the Sneaky Git, I believe this chap is called, is a little metal goblin. Very nice, he's holding a knife behind his back. He looks like a really Weasley kind of advisor or something. So that gives me some ideas for some kind of little diorama base for a Goblin King, perhaps. So we'll see what happens with that, but a few ideas flying around my head at the moment. Next up, we have this bag of spare bits from a Goblin Mincer. Now, it's maybe about 50% of the pieces for one there. I think I'll be able to do something with those conversion-wise, so that's why I wanted that. Next, we have some trolls. Now, if you've been following my Kings of War army, you'll know that I have some trolls already, so I'll be able to get even more out of these bad boys. So that's very handy indeed. Speaking of goblins, we have an entire unit of Goblin Fleabag Riders. Only minus bases. And considering I just mount them straight onto the tray anyway, perfect. So, I like those. And from what I've seen of them in the game, they're good, so having twice as many of them can't possibly be a bad thing, can it? Next up, there are a few Dreadball things that I found. Now, I think these two Cheerleaders are probably for Dreadball Extreme, because they're looking a bit spiky. A little bit hardcore. So, they're cool. And I think these two are Dreadball Extreme coaches as well. Again, very, very cool indeed, and very, very cheap. I believe those were from the 20p bargain box. So you can't argue with that pricing, can you? Next, oh actually, Spud bought these metal Dreadball Balls and then gave them to me. I don't know if there's some kind of joke in there. I'm assuming there probably is. Next, more Dreadball, some regular Cheerleaders there. I think there are 4 of them in there. Very tasty indeed. Now, as all of you should know, I play Zzzz, or the Blue Moon keys, if you will, in Dreadball, and I only just discovered that Zzzz are actually in Dead Zone as well. So, a few bags of those. I don't know if you can actually make an entire legal force out of entirely Zzzz, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to put as many of them in there as possible. And we need to get some other guys as well to put in with them. Next we have, now I believe these are Dreadball, but they are very crabby looking creatures indeed. I only got 2 of them, and what I'm planning to use them for, if any of you are familiar with my crab themed Chaos Space Marine army for 40k, I think these make some rather delicious crabby spawns when they're put together. So that's what they're most likely going to be used for, because I don't have enough for a full Dreadball team with them. So mostly building up my Kings of War army there. So you can look forward to seeing those added to the ranks of the Goblins very soon. And it seems like several people I know are jumping on Dead Zone at the moment, so if I can put together a force, mainly Zzzz, to crush them into a bloody pulp, then that'll be nice. So keep in mind that I spent a very tiny amount of money on all that, and I think the moral of the story is, with the Mantic Open Day, you just can't lose.